It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Welcome to Max Wrestling, episode 558. I am your captain, along with El Jefe, Moses Marquez, and joining us this week is not Beer, it is the man we call Cypher. We also call him Flex Murdoch. We also call him Corey. We also call him the host of Aftermax. He has many names. It's been a hectic week with Seth Rollins plagued by yet another injury. Andrade is not allowed to work for a year. And Mercedes Hogan has been awarded more and more participation belts. Oh, and Old Man Sting is still awesome. But we're also coming off our own special event with Back for Blood last week, which saw some incredible promo action.
And speaking of promo action, it continues as it coming up tonight in the promo climax. Can Bru Capone finally secure some points as he faces against the one we call the Phoenix in Block A? And in the Butcher Block, it's AT versus DC. For the first time ever, it's the leader of the CWO AT Wrestler, not RT Wrestler, AT Wrestler, going one-on-one with Cutthroat Daniel Crimmins. And the promo climax and all the other fun stuff we do is one of the biggest and main reasons why you should make Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling. And all you got to do is hit the like button and smash that subscribe button. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your podcast. And, of course, for a whole bunch of links and just some cool history, learn about us as we want to learn about the fan base, head on over to the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
And as always, make sure you check out the official Max Wrestling post-show Aftermax. The QR code is on the screen right now, hosted by Flex Murdoch himself, a.k.a. Corey, a.k.a. Cypher. You never know if anybody's going to show up or what's going to go down, because the end of the show is never the end. It continues. It flows over onto Aftermax. We are in the final month stretch. We have 4 or 5 weeks left of this tournament, and at the end of it, we will crown a new unified champion, and the runners-up will also fight for an unspecified title, all at Promo Series 10. Voting begins when Aftermax begins, so scan and go after the show. Now, before we begin, let's get it to the results of last week's Climax bouts, and a little more divisive than normally. Usually they're pretty even. This week in Block A, last week I should say, it was Teddy P versus Rodney Slabovich. Members of the CWO facing off against each other, and it was kind of one-sided. Teddy P comes off of a win on 66.5% of the vote. That puts him in joint second place with Cypher and the Phoenix on 4 points apiece. Good job, Teddy.
Nice. Boy.
And meanwhile, in Block B, I was up against my old rival Blade Rodriguez, and very generous voting of you, ladies and gentlemen. I came off with 88% against Blade's 22. Damn. That keeps me in second place with Rob and Moses with 7 points apiece in Block B, a.k.a. the Butcher Block.
Yes, right.
But as we said, coming up tonight, it is AT versus DC and Bru versus Phoenix. We'll get into those a little bit later on. But first, before we get into Tonight on Max, we brought it back last week, and we've got more this week, because some people think a pile driver is a treatment for hemorrhoids. It's time for Shit Mark Say.
They believe everything they read. Little virgins with crusty curtains. Nothing in their brains. This is the shit Mark say.
Okay, so, let me get this one first. This was sent in by Beer, and the name is Trey Richard. And this is 3 posts from Trey, who's going through a one-sided breakup with Fallon Henley by the sounds of it.
Oh yeah.
So he tweets Fallon Henley saying, "Fuck you, Fallon Henley, ungrateful CUNT. Can't like any of my posts, but can like everyone else's." I doubt she even knows who you are, dude, but okay. Second
For
post.
real.
I've had with you, Fallon Henley. Seriously, fuck yourself, bitch. You can spare time to like any post I make of you, but you can for everyone else. You motherfucking ungrateful whore.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hey. And then third and final post. Look, Fallon Henley, You know I'm a true fan of yours, and I know you see my posts, but you ignore them. I get you have a busy and hectic lifestyle, but how can you ignore my posts and what I say, but you suddenly have time to reply to everyone else? That's bullshit, and you know it, Fallon.
There was a song that came out in the 2000s that was very reminiscent of some of these, and it was by Eminem. It's called Stan. Jesus, criminy.
Dear Fallon, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
For real. Wow.
I just want to point out that Fallon Henley has 52.7 thousand followers, and she's following 644. Dude, I don't think she knows who you are. It's very easy for fans to get lost in the shuffle. I don't know what to say. I think you need to chill and understand that she probably ain't seen any of your posts or knows who you are.
Who cares about your posts? I mean, what?
You know what he sounds like? He sounds like one of those IWC guys. He sounds like one of them. He sounds like that type of stalker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Marry his pillow.
We mentioned the Sonya Deville situation last week. Can we make sure that doesn't happen again with these fruitcakes?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Ooh. All right, now I got a long one. Chris Reed has very generously sent in a post from the pro wrestling world. This is a group that I stopped following because of this particular admin, because every single time he posts something, it's like he fed his cat alphabet spaghetti, watched him shit it out, and then made a post out of it. The name is Bobby B, and I think the B stands for bullshit, because that's all he spews. I took one look at this screenshot that Chris sent me, and I read the name at the bottom before I read the post, and I knew it was going to be ridiculously stupid when I saw the name Bobby B. So, bear with me, because this is 4 paragraphs of bullshit. Alright, Bobby B, in his infinite wisdom, says, WWE proves once again why they are an industry leader with the news about the implementation of AI in wrestling storytelling. Now, I know TK's paid snake Dave Meltzer reported this to make Triple H look bad, but why Davey Dave didn't realize is that he actually unintentionally told the world what we all knew. WWE rules the industry. While the wokes cry about the use of AI, AI is going to replace everything. The future is now, and WWE is investing in the future. I can't really comment on AI, but, you know. AEL loves to talk about how they are investing in future talent. WWE is thinking 10 steps ahead. My WWE is investing in AI. Imagine the endless possibilities. We can get dream matches. Our favorites would never have to retire. Well, Sting never does, but you know. In fact, eventually, WWE programming should become virtual. This will also help with the rising prices. We can watch our weekly shows virtually with AI-generated content. Watching a live show should be a privilege, and only those paying handsomely should be given the privilege. This will make live shows seem like a much bigger deal. We already have my fellow WWE freedom fighters who are using the college funds of their stepkids to go to WrestleMania, and that is the exact kind of energy I want. The kid probably would have majored in some ethics course to spread woke propaganda in the future, but my freedom fighter brother used that money to go to Mania, which makes going to Mania seem like a big deal. Also, this should lead to an even higher pricing of live shows, which will make WWE even bigger profits. And finally, AELs can invest in losers like MJF and Hangman Page, while WWE will create AI-generated wrestlers with AI-written stories, which will be the future of sports entertainment. The future is now. The future is WWE. I'm so happy that we live in a world that is run by WWE.
Is he talking about wrestling or Trump? Because goddamn, how you can replace all that like WWE with Trump, and I swear to God, it sounds like half the people living down the fucking street.
Bobby, James Cameron created a franchise about exactly why this is a bad idea.
Yeah, it's called Toymanita. Oh my goodness! So here's my, because I can't be like I'm not intentionally attempting to shit on AI. but there's been nothing but negative publicity around it for how, I guess, lazy it could make you. So you're telling me that this company and then, by the way, this whole post sounded fucking AI generated. You're going to tell me that they're going to get better from random bullshit that AI puts together that it searched off the internet in 2.5 seconds? That over people who've been in the industry the majority of their fucking lives, who can tell stories from different ways and all the other stuff. Like, I understand that I guess in retrospect, like I said, I'm not bagging on it. It could make your job easier, but we're gonna see a version of Rock and Austin. We're gonna see a version of Hogan and Andre. Like, you're gonna get recycled shit, and you're not gonna know it because I love AI. You know, fucking while I gaggle on it one time, I don't. Like the internet, you know what? The internet should start charging people to like post long bullshit.
Yeah. And
if it's AI generated, it should be charged more.
And this guy should definitely be charged to be an admin. AI has its advantages. Like, I mean, obviously, coming from me, it's the way you use it. But to like completely replace something,
exactly.
I don't want to see Roman Reigns main event WrestleMania against some dude with 3 legs.
And then how are we gonna get virtual? What does that mean?
We had like, that in COVID. It was awful. There was just screens around the ring.
No, you know what virtual should mean is there's this fucking place in LA, and I think they got one in Vegas too. It's like called Cosm, whatever, something like that. And it's this fucking sick, like super dope screen, like an IMAX-ish, whatever. But it makes you feel ringside.
Yeah.
Like if you give me those instead of like movie theater viewings, fuck, okay, cool. That's my virtual. I'll take that all day long.
But yeah, what are we going to see on TV though? Because they can't even make the crowds look realistic in the 2K games.
Facts.
It's just some 2D guy going like that repeatedly, not even looking at the ring. The ring's over there.
He's like staring at somebody trying to take their shirt off. Dude, get off. I mean,
but seriously, Bobby B needs to stop posting. He's exactly why I stopped following that group. Bobby B is exactly what it says on the tin. He's a fucking pineapple head. Stop posting bullshit.
Pineapple head.
Bobby B's an AI. He's just another idiot.
I like it. He's also a mark, and that's the shit they say. Now then, speaking of marks for themselves, coming up tonight on Max, let's get into Mercedes Moné.
Tonight on Max.
So you mean Tony Khan? Since we're talking about marks for somebody, you mean Tony Khan?
Yeah.
This guy's paying.
Mercedes won her 12th belt this past weekend, and my God, could you feed her ego any fucking more?
Oh, you could. You 100% could, and I'm surprised they haven't gone to those lengths and widths already. It's gross. It's sickening. We literally just had to try to figure out where she just won these other 2 belts, and it was like Denmark and Canada. What? Denmark? Denmark.
Half the belts are participation trophies. Half of them are unified. Half of them were made up. I realize I just said half 3 times, but some of them go into the same category, so... Basically, like 4 of these belts mean something, and that's about it.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe 4. Maybe 5.
She did have the New Japan Strong, but she lost that one.
Yeah. And then the one she won on Sunday, was it Sunday or Saturday? Yeah. It was a fucking interim mid-card title. It's the same belt she already has, the TBS, but interim. So now she's got a freaking... She's got to wrestle, I think, Red Velvet now. Like, Red Velvet's hurt. So it's like, huh?
All right.
Huh?
There's the one that I just don't get. Bestia, whatever the hell it is. Never heard of it. And we went into this last week. Like, people say, oh, she's doing so much for the industry. How? How many people are going to go and watch these promotions when she drops those belts? None.
Mike put it beautifully in the TSK. Like she won a belt with like 60 people in the crowd here and like 40 people in the crowd there, and one belt is a bullshit like belt tied to another belt, and it's like I don't even know. First off, I feel bad for Rev Pro because I'm pretty sure they missed that fucking women's championship. I'm sure they could actually use it right about now. She's carrying it around like a fucking bag of dog shit. She hasn't done anything for any promotion. I don't really think she's garnered more attention in CMLL. Maybe. But then again, CMLL sells out no matter what because it's like tradition out there.
Yeah.
Wrestling shows.
If she's done so much for these promotions, then please list them without using Google because we can't do it.
Yes. I think, again, Mike said the same thing. Don't do it without Google.
Yeah. There's 12 championships.
No Google for you.
There's TBS and the Owen from AEW. The Owen's not even a belt. It's a tournament prize.
It's a trophy. It's a participation trophy.
So
sorry, Owen.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Owen Hart, but it's not a championship. It's a trophy award. A tournament award. Prize. It's not.
Like
it doesn't get defended.
It's like when you get Employee of the Month, it's like carrying around that placard all day long.
Right.
What are you doing? I'm fucking 12-time Employee of the Month, motherfucker.
What gets me is like the fact, like, all right, so she's got these 12 belts, definitely from promotions we never even heard of, and some that we kind of know of, and some that we are familiar with. But you got to think, how many wrestling promotions is out there that she can possibly win any more belts from and just continue this long, boring stride of nothing?
It's like
in
my backyard.
It's like Thanos going around collecting Lego pieces instead of Infinity Stones.
Yep.
Look, they're all different colors. Yeah, but they don't mean shit.
I mean, watch what I can build with them. I'm sorry.
Ooh, a Millennium Falcon. Cool.
You're not wrong. Like, she could, if she really wanted to, if Tony really wanted to, they could go to the fucking backyard indies that get 30 people in the back of a bar or whatever and win those fucking belts and have all these other nerds that aren't doing shit form some faction or whatever just to carry her belts to the ring. They could 100% make it so much worse. And as of right now, they're already pushing for her to go past 13. Like, it looks like we're going to get her and Athena teaming up to possibly win the women's tag team championships, which I'm like, great. That's another one. And then, if you can't tell, she's on the road to beat Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's Championship.
Yeah.
So that would put her on fucking 14. 14.
I mean, not to give her any ideas, but the Hardys have their own had their own promotion called Omega Wrestling. And it never officially closed. So technically, officially actually, Matt Hardy has been the Omega Heavyweight Champion for over 3,000 days.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's how many promotions there are out there. Even the Hardys forgot their own promotion.
I love how it's Matt that's the world champ and not Jeff.
Well, it was in 2015. What was Jeff doing in 2015?
Rehab?
Was he still wrestling?
I think
that was rehab days.
Yeah, because Matt was just kind of killing it in TNA at the time.
Yep. This
was like right before Broken Matt.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, please stop giving her belts that she doesn't need, or I don't even think she remembers all the belts that she's got.
She probably forgets them in hotels at times too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot the blue one. Shit, gotta go get the blue one.
They're just side quest trophies.
Yep. There you
That's
go.
all they are.
Ego.
So Mercedes wasn't the only one that made headlines. Andrade is in a really perplexing situation. So he made his re-debut in AEW a few weeks ago, and we haven't seen him since.
Johnny Cox, you need him. I'm just kidding. But I'm also not kidding.
Fuck me. We initially heard that he breached his no-compete clause, that they were going to slap 90 days on him. That's now turned into 365 days. He can't compete for a year.
Yeah.
Now, which sounds bad. I mean, WWE is still going to pay him.
Yeah.
He's getting paid to sit at home for a year, which, we did in COVID. But
No.
Well, some of us did.
No, he's not getting paid.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
If I
He's
read
not.
this right, he ain't getting nothing.
Well, then they can't stop
His
him working
90
then.
days, his 90 days was already non-paid, and then he was going to be whatever. But according to the Fightful Elite and Uncle Dave and all their researchers, but they confirmed this when he breached the contract of his 90-day no-compete or whatever, and when showed up on AEW television, or whether it was either that or because of his signing, either or, they said that was his way of breaching the contract, and thus that way they made it now that he can't wrestle for a year. But that's, I think, where we were all getting ready to turn the fucking curveball on him, because the lawyer that got fired by the WWE, the massive man that was
From Harvard.
Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah, yeah.
Who he was with?
Yeah.
Or is with? He's lawyered up because was it Stanford? Harvard. Not Harvard. Not Stanford. How dare I belittle the man? He went to Harvard. I think not even Harvard. Maybe even Harvard Law, which is like the best fucking law school in the country outside of fucking leaving here. He's already said that he's got a case. And I don't think he's saying that just because he's been shitting on WWE for the past few years. I think he's legit, because if everybody's standard release is 90 days, I'm sure he went to those 90 days. I'm pretty sure AEW and, I got to say like this, TK were a little smart enough to understand that whole 90-day thing. You know, I'm sure they had spoken to lawyers and all the whatever first. And then when they bring him in, all of a sudden it's like, whoa. You didn't say you could do this. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. So you guys fired me though. I'm fucking released. The 90 days are up. There's no extension. There is no contract to breach. And all of a sudden, he breached some shit. And now he's out for a year. So yeah, lawyer the hell up. ASAP.
Brian Alvarez is the one that said the new standard for WWE TKO contracts is to include a 1-year no-compete period if a talent is fired for cause. Was there a cause, or did he just ask for his release?
Yeah, because.
Like
because
there wasn't.
I don't like you.
I don't think there was any incident or anything. He didn't get into a scrap backstage or anything. He just wanted his release. So what was the cause?
Yeah. I guess because he wanted his release, I guess. But at the same time, like, it makes no sense, because if you get fired from a job and then you get a new job, you automatically start that new job not worrying about what the old job did. But it just don't sound right to me. The whole situation it just don't sound right. Like, why are you doing this to Andrade? You're literally giving him the Alberto Del Rio treatment without the Alberto Del Rio consequences. Like, it don't make sense to me.
I don't know if this just stems to AEW, but there's an indie promotion called Big Time Wrestling that announced an appearance by Andrade in a couple weeks, and I think they only announced it in the last couple of days.
Time Wrestling sounds like someone that they work with the E. That name sounds familiar. But
yeah,
I can't find anything on how he was fired or how he was released or whatever. I just remember hearing that they didn't know what to do with him, so they were just like, there's nothing for him. Bye. And that was it. I didn't hear about any incidents. I didn't hear about any whatever. And I'm looking up and down this. I can't find shit. So I'm either hire David Otunga or go get your own representation, but you need to do something.
Yeah,
you're getting screwed over here.
Go to Japan. Fuck it.
Even then, he can't. The thing has to be broken first. That is the problem. That is the issue. It has to be broken first. And he's been in Japan. He was awesome out there. He was a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
I looked a little more into it. He was released for multiple wellness violations.
Is that cause though? Technically.
Yeah, I guess he broke policy, but still, to stop him from working for a year without pay?
I guess.
Send the man to jail.
That's like,
you may as well.
I don't know. That's where I get the whole lawyer thing now. That sounds so circumstantial. Like, come on, dude. Like, you're gonna fire me because of that? I mean, you fire me because of that, but you're gonna hold me up for a year. That's my breach of contract. Because you fired me because I can't stay clean. Because I'd rather fucking smoke dope or whatever. Like, I don't fucking know what the hell he was doing.
I mean, would there be a way for, like, TK to pay off whatever his contract was worth? Because I can't really imagine it was that much. He was only there for a year.
I want to say, like, yeah, I'm sure you could do it to some kind of thing like that. Like, let me just buy him out or whatever and just fucking make it easy. Give it the football terminology and just fucking call it a day. But knowing WWE, they would rather him just not be on TV, period, and just tell AEW to suck an egg. And that's what it seems like they're doing, and they're going to fuck this guy's livelihood for a year. So, he motherfucker going to have to go work at McDonald's or something.
Is he allowed?
Right? Is he allowed? I got a job as a personal trainer. Nope. What?
Cease and desist.
I got a job at a gym. Fuck no. Oh, what the hell? I'm a taco man. All right.
Terrible.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And then another news story, Seth Rollins, well, actually this stretched over multiple days. Seth Rollins defeats Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. Apparently tore or did something to his rotator cuff, required surgery. They did the angle on Raw where he got turned on by Braun and Braun, which we all thought was premature storytelling. Turns out was how they write him off TV. I mean, they could have done it without the turn, but still. So Seth drops the title this past Monday. Punk is already number one contender, so now they got to get a battle royal in place to find Punk's opponent, and who should win it but Jey Uso, the very man that Punk pinned to become number one contender, but that's a different kettle of fish.
Hey.
I mean, it sucks for Seth. It's yet another injury. Thankfully, it's not his ACL or MCL again.
For real.
I don't think he's had shoulder injuries before.
No.
He's had neck, he's had knee, so hopefully he's not out of the ring for too long. He's already had the surgery.
Yeah. Rotator cuff surgery is like, it's really, he shouldn't, oh God, what was it? I want to say like 4 months, 5 months at most. He should be back relatively quick. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he already got the surgery done. Like, you're able to go rehabbing after having a torn rotator cuff. I want to say it's like 3 weeks after surgery. So he could get back. He could be back relatively quick.
And as a babyface too, by the sounds of it. Not sure how that's going to fit into his ongoing feud with Punk, but he'll certainly be returning as a face if Becky's little standoff with Paul Heyman was anything to go by.
Yeah, yeah. I don't hate it.
I think it was too.
I'm trying to think about it in like a negative way to see if it comes out negative, and I don't see one.
I honestly saw this turn happening 2 years down the line, honestly. Just establish them as a dominant faction, but the guy's got a torn rotator cuff. I mean, I understand, because, that's going to at least get him back till, like, a little bit after Mania. Yeah.
So, yeah, most patients can return to activities about 12 weeks after surgery, but participating in vigorous sports is restricted to 4 to 6 months. So, yeah, 4 to 6 at minimum. So, no, I was right. But it could say it could go up to a year. Guys could go up to a year with this issue. But then again, we're not talking about the average Joe, the you, the me, the mom and pop on the side of the street. We're talking about a pro athlete here. So, yeah. I'm still thinking about 4 months. You can, if you really wanted to be that dude, you can hold him off until Mania.
I think
because that'll give him 6.
Well, Mania's the sort of end of April, Easter weekend. Again, thank you very much. I got to book the fucking Easter weekend off now. So I think at worst, night after Mania return.
Yeah, I can dig that. But then again, 6 months total, that's perfect. That's more than enough time for him to come back healthy and strong.
I guess with this too, I mean, Seth was the top heel on Raw. This would probably explain why they're kind of pushing Jey to turn heel, to have that feud with Punk.
Yeah, somebody's got to be the bad guy.
And I mean, we know how much of it heel Punk can be, but I guess Punk's more popular, so he needs to be the babyface in this situation, whereas Jey rode his wave, and it kind of died down a little bit. So,
Didn't he already win this belt, Punk?
Well, yeah, he won it at SummerSlam, and then Seth returned and cashed in, so Punk had it for a couple minutes. So, not a real reign, but
Not a real
still
reign.
his
No,
first
I-
world title in like 10 years in WWE.
I think, yeah, I think they're probably going to go with him. You know what I mean? I think you're right. Popularity is just too high. We talk about how over the Usos are all the time, but never as bad guys. Or as good guys.
And we've seen Jay as the babyface and Jimmy as the heel, but it's kind of switching around now. We saw how Jay won the Battle Royal, where Jimmy kept saving him, and then Jay just dumped him out.
Yeah. Bye.
Ah.
Love when you turn on your brother. It's great.
And also the
just
nice
my
touch that Punk was on
cookies.
commentary too. So,
Punk's great on commentary.
yeah, very much like B-Dry. I think when Punk retires, he needs to become a commentator.
Yeah, full time ASA, like right after.
I'm loving Brian on commentary in AEW, by the way.
Oh yeah, oh dude, he's like I say it all the time. He's a freaking fan up there, and it's awesome. It's so refreshing. I don't want to say he's like Pat McAfee because Pat McAfee is one out of one, but he gives that similar-ish vibe. Like he's like, oh dude, I'm watching this for the first time. I'm here with you. Like, it's great.
So that's set for Saturday night's main event, which I think is November 1st, night after Halloween. So we got 2 weeks, well, a week and a half. And then we'll have a new world champion. It'll either be CM Punk or Jay, or maybe Braun Breaker gets involved and we're still left without a champion.
It'd be cool.
It'd be cool if they did the whole 98 Survivor Series again and we just had a tournament all night for a new world champion. But there's too many titles and stuff going on now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Tournaments don't mean as much in the EA anymore. They don't mean as much in fucking AEW anymore. I don't think they mean as much in the bigger promotions we like them to outside of New Japan. But no, I would love that. I would love that.
Deadly Game was a great pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, it was.
All right, we're going to get into AEW in just a little bit later on, too. But first, it is time to get into this week's promo climax action. It is AT versus DC. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, Daniel Crimmins replaced Chris Reed, who stepped out of the tournament. And he automatically got his 3 points for the last-minute match against Robert Davis. They both came away with 3 points just as a courtesy. So this is DC's first chance to actually win some points. And he's up against the leader of the CWO. It's AT Rustlar versus Daniel Crimmins.
Go on, boy.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I have a really special opportunity tonight, don't I, brother? I mean, it feels like this is the first time that something like this is ever happening. I mean, I've been given a gift, haven't I? The gift of facing off in a promo battle against a man known as DC, Daniel Crimmins, brother. And you know, I gotta tell you, DC, I've heard a lot of things said about you over the years, brother. I don't really know you super well. Yeah, I don't know you personally, brother, but I know those that know you, brother. And I gotta say, I've heard a lot of criticisms, DC. I've heard a lot of people talking smack, Daniel Crimmins. I've heard a lot of people whispering behind your back, brother. People taking shots at your promo style in the beginning, brother, saying that you were boring, brother. You couldn't cut it, you couldn't hack it. And then when you became the straight shooter and you started taking people's souls, brother, oh, people didn't like that either, did they? Oh no, brother. They said that you were too harsh. They said that you went too far, brother. They said they saw the line on the ground and you crossed it, brother. That's what they accused you of. But I'm here to tell you, DC, when people found out that it was gonna be the straight shooter versus the most amazing man that this industry has ever seen, and that's AT Rustlar of the CWO, brother, they thought, oh my God, bring the fucking body bags, brother. It's gotta be a fucking total slaughter. These guys are gonna tear each other apart There's not even gonna be bones like left to pick by the fucking buzzards, brother. But I'm here to tell you, they got it wrong, brother. Because I'm not here to start a war with you. No. That's not why I'm here doing this. I'm here to do something that they never did, DC. I'm here to say the words that they never spoke, Daniel Crimmins. These individuals, they criticized you openly, to your face, behind your back. But you know what's the one thing they never said, brother? They never said, thank you, Daniel Crimmins. So I'm here to do it. I'm here to do it for all the fake boys and girls in the back who don't have the guts to do it. I'm here to set the record straight, brother. I'm here to tell the story the right way. People like the Kingpin, the people who you've done so much for, DC. Allow me to introduce you to the world the right way, brother, and tell everybody exactly who you are. You are an amazing human being, Daniel Crimmins. We don't deserve you now, and we never did, brother. I mean, I'm aware of what you've done for people. The money you've spent, the money you've lent, the way you reach out to the wrestling stars of today and get them to send messages to those in need. When you pick up your phone and make a call to a brother that's down on his luck and give him an inspirational word so he can stand back up on his feet. The way that you shift your body to the left or right, brother, so that somebody can lean on you. Oh, I mean, you are in the TSK, brother. Just the fact that you keep it too sweet, brother. I mean, you and I were cut from the same cloth. We stand for the same things. But I'm here, brother, to do something really simple. I'm here to acknowledge you, brother. I'm here to show you respect, brother. The respect that you deserve. And to thank you. No matter what was said, no matter what was done, brother, no matter what criticism. You've always been authentic, brother. You've always kept it real, brother. You've always been there for everybody. Everybody. Nobody ever deserved you. And I, for one, am proud to get to work this event with you, brother. I'm proud to get to know you. Hey, it's okay that a couple people got it wrong, okay? I always tell people, DC, you never know how wrong they get it until they start writing about you. You never know how wrong these bastards get it, brother, until they start telling stories about you. If you were to believe the stories that they tell about me, AT Rustlar of the CWO, they would have you believe that I may as well be the Kingpin, or I may as well be Rodney Slababitch, some piece of shit that's responsible for the death of the Kingpin. By the way, a piece of shit that'll never be allowed in the CWO, brother. So Moses Marquez, get your facts straight, brother. But it's okay. The people got it wrong about me, DC, and the people have been getting it wrong about you. And I'm here to set the record straight. And I'm here to say the quiet part loud, brother. Thank you, DC. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for everything that you stand for, brother. Thank you for every time you've reached your hand down and pulled a brother back up onto his feet that didn't have the power to do it for himself in the moment, brother. We don't deserve you. We honor you. And AT Rustlar respects you. And these 184-inch pythons respect you. That's right, brother. Just a little gun show. I don't want to scare you too badly. Thank you, Daniel Crimmins. And to be honest, I don't know what you're going to say in your promo, brother, and it doesn't even matter. You are a straight shooter, and we all know, brother, that shooter's going to shoot, aren't they? So if you got to take every shot you got at AT Rustlar, I hope it hits right in the chest, brother, and just know I'll die with a smile on my face, feeling like I was killed by one of the greatest of all time. Thank you, DC. It's been a pleasure, brother.
The time has finally come. DC versus I'm sorry. Rodney Dumb. No, sorry, that's not it. AT Chucklefuck Rustler. Whatever the fuck gimmick you're going by these days. This has been a long time coming. Years, even. But for those of you who are not aware, let good old DC tell you a little story. Bring it in, folks. It's story time with DC. See, a number of years ago, there was a tournament. May have been this tournament. May have been the King of the Mud. Who gives a shit? Name of the tournament, not important. Not important one little bit. You see, I was supposed to go up against Black Bane. But for whatever reason, he chickened out. He pussed out. He couldn't step up knowing. But see, here's the thing. He probably would have beaten me then. Because you see, then I was different. Then I actually cared what people thought. I cared about others, about being a gimmick, being somebody other than who I am. He would have beaten that person. Because I was focused on being one of them, being one of you, being liked. But when he backed out, when Dazzy Lee informed me that, hey, he's out, I'll be honest, I gave up. I didn't care. I was done. I wanted nothing to do with the tournament, so I thought, you know what? But I didn't want to back out of the tournament again, or a tournament again. So they put in one of the absolute greatest, and somebody that I have a great deal of respect for. They gave me Teddy P. And that promo gave birth, or unleashed, whatever the fuck phrase you want to use. That was the creation of this. The person who's like, you know what? Now, see, I saw then what all this was about. And I've said it in promos once. I've said it in promos again and again and again. And I will continue saying it because it's the goddamn truth. And listen very carefully. You see, this promo game is for people who live minuscule, unimportant lives, who don't do anything fun. So they think, hey, what can I do? Let me play wrestler. Let me try and cut promos. Let me try and do all this because I hate my life. I hate where I'm... Cool. That's what you need to do. But some of you take this shit way, way, way too seriously. Why? At the end of the day, this, does it pay your bills? Does it put food on your table? No. Does not matter. Doesn't matter one little bit. So I've done promos out there, you know, time to time, worked with some of the best. Each time, I get better. You see, I don't edit my promos. I don't add in anything fancy. Might do an effect from time to time, but I don't need that. So you're wondering, Dan, you're rambling. Make a point. I'm getting to that right now. You see, in the back of my mind, there was one person who I was waiting for. There was one person who stood in my way. And that is Amir, a.k.a. AT Chucklefuck. AT, let me point something out to you, and I'll be as clear. I will dumb this down as much as I can. You see, there are things in life that you plan for. There are things that you can expect to happen. But the one thing, there are very few things in life that are inevitable, that are guaranteed. Death, taxes, and AT, the third and most important thing for you is knowing that I'm there, that I'm waiting for you, that I am waiting in the shadows, waiting for you to come close. You ever watch a predator in the wild? You ever watch a snake? You watch some snakes, they'll wait. They'll wait for their target to come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. And then they strike. You see, looking back at this, I didn't give one shit about this fucking tournament. But then, a couple weeks ago, Chris Reed, for personal reasons, had to back out. Had to bow out of this tournament. For whatever reason, cool. And then it was as if the fates handed me the winning lottery numbers, the golden ticket, the skeleton key that unlocks all the doors. It was as if the universe gave me what I wanted. And what I wanted was you. Was you, AT? Was you, Amir, Rodney, whoever? Blackbane, whatever. It was always you. You see, there was a time when you were untouchable on these promos. Some of the OGs, people like the Demoness, greatest of all time to do it. There was David the Butcher. You and he went toe to toe time and time again. Sometimes he won, sometimes you won. The Amir from back in the day would have mopped the floor with AT Rustlar without even batting a fucking eye. And sure, me from the old days, yeah, you would have beaten me too. So, AT Amir brings me to now. You see, you're somebody who lives in fear. You need that societal acceptance. You need to dwell in the light. You need to know that everything's gonna be alright. Sunshine, rainbow, sunshine, lollipops. But just know that eventually every light goes out. Your light, the second you started to venture back, you were getting closer and closer and closer until you came to me. See, you need this win. You need this tournament to be accepted, to have meaning. You need that. You need to be loved. You need to be liked. I think I made it pretty goddamn clear that I don't care. You see, I know that up here, in here, how I am better than a good 90% of the fucking people that do this bullshit. I don't need any masks. I don't need any scary gimmicks. I got truth. And the truth of the matter is, Amir, you don't have it anymore. You have lost your soul. You have lost that. You don't have what it takes to step up anymore. See, I could go on and on and on and on about history. About how you have a history of running away. It's what you do. You run. When it gets hard, you run. You see, you ran from RWT. And what happened to it? Look what happened. It's still around, yeah. But what are we doing? You walked away from these promos. Look what happened. You walked away from Blackbane. How long is it until you walk away from Rodney whatever or AT Chuckster? You see, none of these fucking gimmicks will last for you. None of these gimmicks have staying power. What it's gonna always come back to is you. Not Blackbane, not AT, not Rodney. You. And the second that you come back and that you acknowledge who you are, that you let that darkness back in, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for you. And as I look at my watch here, I got all the time in the world. Win, lose, I don't care. What will premiere if you want? Maybe he wins it, maybe he doesn't. Don't care. I'm not done with you, Amir. We have only just begun to tango. Be weary of the shadows, Amir. Be weary of what lurks in those shadows. Because I will always be watching. Good night, Amir. Sleep tight.
Rising from the flames.
Thursday on Max. Predictions, recaps, trivia, and groundbreaking promos, and the occasional rant.
I'm gonna say it again. Fucking Netflix.
Fucking Netflix.
You have known for months now that this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight was gonna happen. You knew. You had more than enough time to get the infrastructure for your website ready to go.
Join us on the Max Wrestling Podcast every Thursday. Exclusively on YouTube and audio on all podcast platforms. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Rising from the flames.
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am the captain, he is El Jefe, and we are joined by Cypher. Speak their name and they appear. Once again, make sure you're liking and subscribing on YouTube, follow us on all podcast platforms, and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Right. Hello. I haven't done this for a while, but welcome to the NXT round. Now, this is the prediction round for Halloween Havoc that is happening Saturday. We're going with, it's a 6-match PLE, Triple H, please take note. Anyway, so we've got 6 good matches advertised for the show. So we're going to start with the tag team title match. It's going to be Matt and Jeff Hardy against Dark State. And it's in a Broken Rules match. So the Broken Hardys, Vanguard, are going to be at Halloween Havoc. I like it. I'm going to go with the Hardys to retain. Nothing against Darkstay. I do like Darkstay. I'm starting to really get used to them now as a tag team. But I think the Hardys are going to retain. Next up, we have the NXT North American Championship match. We've got Ethan Page defending against Dr. Wagner Jr. Page is going to win. Ethan Page is probably the best thing about NXT right now, probably except your Javon Evans and Blake Monroe, for obvious reasons, and we're going to get to her now. We got the NXT Women's North American Championship match. Now, if you didn't watch NXT on Tuesday, Sol Ruka sadly suffered an injury in a match with the tag match with Zarya against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss in a quite forgettable match. It was a terrible tag team match. It's time. Put the belt on Blake. Blake's going to win. That's nothing against Zarya. I think it would be the perfect time to turn Zarya heel. Please. Please do it. Please. And next up, we have the Women's Championship match. And we have got Jacy Jayne defending the NXT Women's Championship against Tatum Paxley. Said a couple of years ago, pull the trigger on Tatum. Please, pull the damn trigger on Tatum Paxley. That gal is over as frick right now. But I'm going to go JC to retain. I am a big Tatum guy. Even though I would love Tatum to win, I still think it's made for Fallon Henley to be the one to dethrone Jacy Jayne. Or unless you are going to go with Fatal Infants Falling Apart. And obviously you got Lainey Reed, who's been great. I think she's a great addition. Obviously replaced Jasmine Nix, who's sadly no longer with WWE. So I'm going to go JC to retain. And then we've got a tag team match. We have got the young OG, Javon Evans, and the youngest in charge, Leon Slater, facing the team of La Parca and Mr. Iguana. Looking forward to this. This match is going to be fun. Javon and Leon are going to win. So that's a match I'm really intrigued by. I think that is going to be a match that's going to get slept on. And in the main event, we have got the NXT Championship match. We've got Ricky Saints defending against Trick Williams. Trick, it's time for him to be on the main roster. Trick's been ready for me since the start of the year. Now, Trick went on a decent run, I'd say, with the TNA Championship. Nothing left for Trick to accomplish, unless he's going to try and tie Joe's record. Obviously, Samoa Joe is the 3-time NXT champion. Unless they are going to go with Trick. No, Ricky's retaining. And are we going to see a debutante? Are we going to see a hot free agent debuting on Halloween Havoc? But the show is not the same without Shotzi Blackheart and Scarlett Bordeaux dressed in gorgeous Halloween costumes, by the way. I think it could be a surprise or two. Sadly, it won't be the debut of Danhausen, which I would love to have seen. It would have been the perfect spectacle to debut Danhausen. Yeah, fuck you, Tony Khan, for that. And, yeah, so Halloween Havoc, Saturday night. Don't miss it. It's going to be a very fun show. Right, we're going back to the Max with Le Capitan and El Jefe. Back to you, boys.
No feuds were really resolved because we still seem to be continuing with Mox and Darby Allin for some reason. Honestly, that should have been the end of it.
Blood and guts.
Yeah.
For blood and guts. That's going to be the only reason for it.
Oh man, I meant to add somebody's shit Mox. I'll put it on the bailing board later, but it was to do with Mox and Darby. Ultra Violent. We had a fish tank in the ring for drowning purposes.
Waterboarded this poor young fella. I said, "Hey, you like water?" I'm like, "Oh God." I love and now granted, Rob is one of the sickos, but I love the sickos on the internet that were like, he wasn't even in the water that long to cause a problem. I'm like, oh, hey, come on. Come on. We don't need to push the fucking limits here. It was visual enough. He wasn't in the water long enough.
He didn't come close enough to death.
Like, Yeah, we know. There's a good reason for that.
But yeah, it was what we expected. It was ultra violent, but on the negative side for me, it does make Mox look weak because this is the second I Quit match that he's lost in, I think, less than a year. And he's supposed to be this big, tough, death match, nothing can hurt me guy.
You're hitting the nail on the head. He cannot stand being choked. He freaks out being choked. He absolutely loses his fucking mind about being lit on fire, which I think we all would. And then he quit to a submission hold.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I mean, yes, Sting is here. Hooray! My dad saved me. Unfortunately, my only friend is my dad, which is I think is cool. I don't know. I don't know
how I feel about Sting's gray look.
It's fucking Grandpa Sting. I can't get mad at Grandpa Sting. He ain't got no control over his fucking gray hair and shit. Like,
I mean, he dyed it for years, but now he's just letting it go gray, and he's still putting on the face paint. And I'm just not sure how I feel about it, whether it looks cool or not.
He's like, dude, I'm 67 years old. I ain't got the time for all this fucking other shit. Which again, I'm glad that he's back, and I made this exact notion on the TSK review, and it's like, does nobody else like Darby Allin? Like, he came to help the conglomeration in AEW, on Dynamite last night. Like, he helped them. Does nobody like Darby Allin? Why did Sting have to fucking, after telling every goddamn nerd at every goddamn con that I'm retired, that all of a sudden he shows up to save this guy from dying in the water?
Yeah, just like he showed up to save him at All In last year.
Mm-hmm.
Post-retirement.
Like, there's gotta be somebody else that can save this kid. He's gotta have some friends.
Yeah.
Somebody's gotta like Darby Allin.
It's always nice to see Sting, even if he is retired. I'm glad they don't do it too often because he is retired now. But it's nice to see an appearance every now and then, just like Undertaker. But yeah, why is nobody else helping Darby? If there's supposed to be this big war against the Death Riders, nobody else comes out to help Darby. Also, did he mention he climbed Mount Everest?
Oh yeah, they said that about 48 times. So when he climbed Mount Everest, and then he climbed Mount Everest, and then they did this thing when he was on top of Mount Everest, and I'm like, oh my god.
It's literally his Bandcamp story. This one time, I was climbing Mount Everest.
Literally, American Pie story. Like, yeah, it's one time at Mount Everest.
I mean, all due respect, it's an incredible thing to achieve, and
sure,
props to you for doing it. But you don't have to mention it every single week. We know you did it.
Yeah, you're not some drunk dude at a bar trying to impress some chick. Oh, I was on top of Mount Everest. Like, okay, we got it. We get it.
I cut a promo on top of Mount Everest.
Yeah. I had this flag when I was up there. It was the only thing I had. We heard the story. Can you go home already?
And then on the other end of the bar is just Kurt Angle. And I want a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
And you can just hear Angle's wife, get out of the car. Get out. Enough with the broken neck.
What else happened? Hangman and Joe also isn't over. Hangman did get the win, but he's still pretty banged up from it.
I will forever feel this way, and I'm glad that Mike was exactly within my sentiments of it. Hey, you dropped my belt after having an impromptu fucking trios match. I'm mad at you. Let's have a fight. And they had a fight, and then, oh, you beat me. I'm a bad guy now. I don't get it. Like, I get it. Well, actually, no. I literally just said I don't get it, but I do, because once I said that, the reality is they don't have fucking heels. The easiest thing to make in this industry is heels, and they don't have any outside of John fucking Moxley. They had to make Katsuyori Shibata. They had to make Shibata a bad guy. How do you make Shibata a bad guy? I'm still trying to figure that whole fucking scenario out, because you have to have John Moxley be the bad guy. He has to be the heel. He has to be, or sorry, not John, Samoa Joe. He has to be the bad guy. And it's like, but why? This is a nothing happening match, and we're going to extend it. Why?
They've also still got MJF, who a couple of years ago was the best heel in the business. But they don't know what the fuck to do with him right now.
There's MJF.
They haven't known what to do with him since he came back from his injury.
What about the kid? What about the kid that went toe to toe with the AEW champion? What about Kyle Fletcher? Why can't Kyle Fletcher get another shot? Why are we shoehorning in guys like Samoa Joe?
I mean, Joe is a great person to rival with, and he's a great heel, and he cut a badass promo last night. But still, it's random as fuck.
Very random. Out of nowhere, as they say. Randy Orton just earned a nickel.
I mean, we've already touched on Mercedes Moné, but thankfully Chris Statlander and the amazing Harley Cameron ruined her celebration.
Hooray! Thank God. Cake in the face. Can never go wrong. Cake in the face.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed that puppet so much.
Dude, that puppet was on it. She's like, I was like, hey, Minnie Monet, what's up, Minnie Monet? I was all into the show. She comes on out disgusted and shit, and I was just like, okay, I kind of like, thank you for playing it up. Now get the hell out of here.
Somehow, she managed to have the puppet's mannerisms and expressions spot on, and it's a puppet.
Because fucking Harley Cameron is beyond talented.
She's too good.
She's the world's most talented woman. There you go. I just gave her a moniker.
Chris is looking very strong in this feud, though, which worries me because she was great in the promo. She came out on top with the putting Mercedes through the table and everything. So she's looking the strongest in this feud. And I'd like to think that maybe they're going to swerve us and give Chris the win and keep building her against Mercedes. But it's almost too inevitable for Mercedes to finally win that world title. But also,
go ahead.
It was Chris that Mercedes beat for the TBS title at Full Gear last year, so you'd like to think that they're going to spin it and give it back to Chris.
You would think.
You'd like to think that.
I would thank you so much for bringing that up because it's like you're 100%. She looked strong against Tony. It was a dominant win against Tony. It was dominant. And then she crashes her celebration from winning an interim mid-card title. And then she's upper-handed here, and I'm sure we'll get another week of upper-handedness. And then either Mercedes is going to go on top for a couple weeks, or we're going to get exactly that, the domination of Chris Statlander just for her to, and I'm praying to all the gods, that she maintains this strength and this power and this run and goes into the new year as AEW Women's Champion, not losing to Mercedes. If Mercedes apparently has to start losing, let her just not win the big one and then start losing all of her belts. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. But I think you and I and most of us on the fucking in the planet are in the same boat of it's almost inevitable.
Yeah,
it is an inevitability. Taxes, death, and Mercedes Moné winning the AEW Women's Championship for no fucking reason.
I think it would definitely soften the blow if she lost all her other belts first. Like, if you want to win this big one, you got to lose everything you got first.
I think that would make it a lot easier for me to that pill to swallow. She's been humbled. Now you win the big one. I probably wouldn't be like excited over it, but I wouldn't be like, you're killing the biz.
Because if she loses everything first and then wins the world title, it's like, okay, you finally won the big one. And you didn't have to carry 45 other belts around to do it.
But like,
or get your gimps to carry them around. But if she's still got all of these belts that mean nothing, and she's turning it into a big deal and blackening the name of Ultimo Dragon in the process, and then wins this other world title, then it's just like, of course, who cares? Who gives a shit?
Again, and I'll say it every week until I'm blue in the fucking face, and I don't know how I get blue in the face, so we're never going to figure that out. Ultimo Dragon's belt all those meant more. That all 8 championships were one title that promotions agreed upon and had a tournament for. Their best light heavyweight or junior heavyweight competed in this tournament, and Ultimo Dragon won it. And I want to say he defended it at least once in another tournament that following year. And also there was a cruiserweight champion. So shut the hell up. This means more. Yes, sir.
Yes. I was thinking about while y'all was talking about that. I was like, why not have her she has 12 belts, right?
See,
Yeah.
Why don't y'all have her start losing one each week and then set up for something for her and Athena to win the tag belts, then lose it, and then go after the big one? Or just, I don't know, combine all the belts and call it the all industry title and just,
oh, God.
you know, have her lose that? Or just, I don't know. I think it's better if she just lost one every week, like she's on TV. She has 12, right? So
Super Mone Cup.
so every 12, like, so 12 weeks put us in December, maybe in the beginning of the year.
No, it put us in January.
All right, it puts us in
And-
January. All right.
And do it on Dynamite too, because then you can bring in these girls from other companies and give them exposure. That's
Hey,
doing more than what you're doing right now with 60
remember that
people in the
exposure
crowd.
talk? Yeah, exactly. You bring them in, you'll bring their fans in with them, you'll get their fans watching your show. They win their belt, they go back to watching that show.
I like
It's almost like it makes sense.
Hey,
Um,
we're not allowed to do that.
But it's TK. Nothing makes sense to TK.
no,
the
including the new friendship between Mercedes and Athena, which makes absolutely no sense because they hated each other.
Thank you. They hated each other, and she's like, "We should win these belts. Come on, we're gonna get you cleaned up or whatever." She's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "What the hell? What the fuck did I just watch?" They went from like enemies to like best friends, and she's like, "Come on, we're gonna hose you off or something." I don't know what the fuck she said. I'm just like, you guys were in a fucking blood feud. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, we we were laughing and joking when they announced the women's tag team titles. Like, oh, hey, look, it's another title for Mercedes to win, and of course now she's in the tournament with a frenemy.
A friend of me.
Like, hello, WWE's literally doing that right now with their tag team champions.
Wait a minute. They're trying to do They're trying to do Stone Cold and Triple H. That's what this is. Stone Cold
the
and Triple H.
two-girl
We hate
power
each
trip.
other. Yep. Oh, God.
Hopefully, though, this is one that she doesn't win because I would like to think that. Well, my pick personally to win the tournament is Tony and Mina.
Yes.
Make them the first
Yes.
women's tag champs.
Watch them make out on screen. I mean,
What's their team name?
I couldn't understand her.
It's
Sorry.
Love Storm something. But yeah,
Sorry, Mina, I love you to death.
they're definitely my pick. I can't even remember who else is teaming up. They announced the brackets last night. Let me try and find them real quick. This is the kind of shit I should already have up on my screen. But right now,
how it
I'm working
goes.
off one screen.
Ayo. All right, so it's Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter against the Sisters of Sin. Since they won the four-way last night, they got to pick their opponents. Sisters of Sin is Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. That's my sleeper pick right there. Against Mercedes Moné and Athena. Never mind, no, they're not. Alex Windsor and Rio. That's killing him over here. Against Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. Top Gods, was it Megan Bain and Penelope Ford against Tay J, Tay Mello, and Anna J.
I like that one.
The Sisters of Sin are also a strong team in there, but I got a feeling in the semifinals they're going to be up against Mercedes and Athena. Whereas
I would love it if Willow and Harley won, and that just made Mercedes and Athena hate each other more, and then make them go on a feud against each other and just fucking null and void everything else for a little bit.
the way the tournament is set out, Tony Storm and Mina and Mercedes and Athena could avoid each other right up until the final.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that being the final, and I'm definitely picking the Love Storm Tits girls.
Whatever their name.
What's the team name?
Oh God.
The Timeless Love Bombs.
Timeless
That's what it
Love.
was.
Oh, see, that's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty badass.
It's a lot more PG than what we said.
For real. But we know what it means. We know what it means.
Speaking of the conglomeration, loved their new entrance theme Tron video package thing, just like an old sitcom.
Yes, it was great. I love it. I don't know who put that together, but they fucking deserve a raise.
Like, I didn't even realize that it was the intro to the match. I thought they were just going to give us, like, a sitcom segment.
Right? It was
Maybe
great.
we'll get that further down the line.
Hey, I'd love to have, like, a frick... Yeah, come on. Give me, like, one, like, 2-minute episode thing.
Because we already had, in COVID, we had the Jericho bunch, or whatever the hell it was, with the Inner Circle.
Oh, yeah, the Inner
parody of the
Circle
Brady
going
Bunch.
on random bullshits. Oh, God. They went on, like, trips and crap. Oh, yeah, bring it back. Bring it back.
And then, other than that, we got the tease right at the end of Dynamite last night with Okada and Takeshita. Nice to see that they're allowing Takeshita to bring the IWGP title on screen too.
Hell yeah, gotta plug it. I
Man,
said
that
it
belt-
on the fucking tee. Go ahead.
We've always said we hate that belt, but it looks fucking great on Takeshita.
It does, and it's start. You know what it is? Is it's starting to grow on them. I think it's finally starting to grow on us. It's like it's not going to change anytime soon. This is what it looks like. Get used to it, and yeah, depending on who's carrying it, it could look really good or really bad. But Takeshi's making it fucking shine. And I said it on the review. And actually, I've said it on here first before I said it on the review that Takeshita should walk into Wrestle Kingdom January the 4th. Not only holding the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, but have beaten Okada for the unified title, walking in with his belt. So not only did I beat Zack Sabre Jr., who now I have to figure out who the fuck he's going to face in January, but I beat the great Okada, the guy that has the longest fucking title history outside of Antonio Inoki. I'm on a high. I'm at a new fucking level. And I would love for him to walk in and retain the belt there, or swerve ball, as we say, and I just thought about this yesterday. Maybe this is a way for Okada to go back.
Yeah.
Maybe he ends up, title for title or whatever, and wins the IWGP Championship, and he headlines Wrestle Kingdom. That'd be sweet. Either one would be sweet.
I don't know if we're pushing this match for Full Gear, but I'd like to think that they can hold it out until World's End.
Well, World's End is in December, right?
Yeah, right at the end, 27th.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect. Thank you for that. The 27th, because again, you're giving it a full week, a literal week later. Boom, Wrestle Kingdom. I like it. I like it a whole bunch.
And that means Takeshita babyface run.
Oh, dude, Takeshita babyface run is going to be outstanding. He's going to break away from the Don Callis family, and we're going to be like, oh my god. And all the ones who never believed will believe.
Yeah, speaking of Japanese wrestlers and world title runs, there's a rumor going around that Shinsuke Nakamura wants a world title run in WWE before he retires.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice. They just need to stop dropping the ball with him.
Yeah.
Because for the past few years, he's just been kind of happy to hang out. So.
Yeah, he likes to surf, which I get. But I was thinking the exact same thing when I read that post. I was like, you know what? He deserves a title shot. But then I keep thinking about the Hispanic wrestlers in WWE that don't really go far and are getting, not the Andrade treatment, but they're getting released. And then if you look at some of the Japanese wrestlers, they're in a similar boat. And right now it's mainly just Shinsuke because the women are kicking ass. So it's like, they do well with Japanese wrestlers in AEW, bro. You don't have to retire yet.
Yeah.
Come work with your buddies. Come work with Shibata. Ishii comes down all the time. Work with Ishii. You know what I mean? Hiromu refuses to full-blown... Tanahashi refuses to full-blown fucking retire. You guys have another one-off or something. You know what I mean? Give some help to this kid, Takeshita. Give another one-offer with Okada. Maybe Naito comes down. Just, it feels like Japanese wrestlers should be in AEW because they know how to use them in a proper manner. If you're down, they'll build you. If you're already up, they'll help you glow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Nakamura's still got at least a few years in him. He's 45 right now. He's still a few years younger than AJ, who's retiring next year.
Yeah, you got a couple in the tank ski.
I thought he was already in Japan because I know he did. I know Nick Aldis.
They did a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they did Australia, they came back from Aussie and then did one show in Japan. That's where Rhea Ripley also broke her nose.
Nice. In Japan and
like,
Australia, like right next to each other.
I saw that she broke her nose, and I thought it happened on Raw, so I was watching Raw waiting for Rhea Ripley to show up and break her nose. But no, it happened like the night before in Japan in something. But I don't know. Hopefully she's back soon because we cannot go very long without Mommy.
No.
But that's pretty much all Dynamite was last night. It's because WrestleDream didn't really tie up many loose ends. It's all a continuation, and maybe we'll get some closure at Full Gear for a lot of feuds.
Yeah, the Broke Bucks stay the Broke Bucks. At some point, the Elite has to get back together. The Hurt Syndicate looked cool. I mean, they had a fucking trios title match. I forgot who fucking won that or whatever. Oh no, they lost, so they're not trios champs no fucking more. And then Kyle Fletcher is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
So, speaking of leaving stuff, getting back to stuff. It is time to get back to the promo climax, and it is a first ever encounter. Bru Capone looks to finally get some points on his board, and I think he can. But standing in his way is the Dragon Club Zone Phoenix. Who gets the points? Who moves on? It's always questionable.
Well, Feeney's got to wake up first.
Hey, get your ass out.
You got a promo to do.
You already know who I am. I'm Bru Capone, leader of the Appalachian Mafia. And it's come to my attention that some dude named Flex Murdoch, Flex Cabana, Flex Armstrong says he was going to come to my world. He was going to climb in my ring. He was going to grab a mic and he was going to show me how a promo was done. This is different from hiding behind your little camera at home. This is for real. You're fake. This is real. You're fake. And also, I hear, I guess, Flex, whatever, your little buddy, Phoenix, Mr. Phoenix, Arizona. What is a Phoenix anyway?
The Flaming Bird.
A flaming bird. Carry your flag with you too? I mean, you're a flaming bird, man. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to whip your ass. I don't care. I'll slap shit out of you. I'll slap you so hard, your driver's license picture will swell. I'll kick your ass in the middle of next week, then I'll whoop your ass for leaving. But anyway, you think that you can step to Bru Capone and the Appalachian Mafia? I'm just telling you just to bring it. I'm right here. I'm here all day long. I've got amples of time. You see, look, you may think that what you do is real. No, that's real. Right here, that's real. This is real. You understand? I'm done with talking with your bitch ass. I'm out of here. I've got shit I've got to do. I've got people I've got to pay off. I've got shit I got to buy. And your bitch ass is done.
Okay, I'm going to be upfront and honest with you people. I'm going to struggle getting this promo to 3 minutes. Because I have no idea who Bru Capone even is. Seriously, can somebody please explain to me who this guy is? Now, he works for some indie promotion, and good for you. I respect that. I respect people in the business. But what pisses me off is that respect goes both ways. And it just seems to me that you don't respect anything that we do here in Max Wrestling. You have had a total of 3 matches and are yet to get any points on the board. Hell, your last match you didn't even have the decency to show up. And you say you want to ruin Max Wrestling? You want to ruin the promo climax? In the 2 promos I've seen you cut, all you've ever shown me is that you're here for the wrong reasons and I'm wasting my time with you. And it shows by you mispronouncing everyone's name and then you treat it like it's a joke. I will not allow you to ruin Max Wrestling. A couple of weeks ago, I announced that I have until Promo Mania to win the World Championship. And I did that because I want to fight and earn my spot here. That's how much I love doing this. And if I still go down, believe me, I will go down swinging with everything that I have. That's how much I love doing this. And if you still plan on ruining that, then you need to really step up your game, my guy. Because if you don't, you won't ruin Max Wrestling. You won't ruin the promo climax. Max Wrestling will ruin you. And your little pretend mafia club.
The next time we have the pleasure of bringing you a Max event is Thursday, November 27th, for the 10th annual promo series Endgame.
Alright, the Max Tag Team Championships will be on the line as DC and Mo defend against Mike Larkin and his debuting partner, Stevie Nicks, aka the S&M Show, Steve and Mike.
Give your balls a tug. It's also going to be the grand finale for the promo climax as the winners of Block B and Block A will face against each other for the Unified Championship. And runners-up for both of these blocks will also face each other for an unspecified championship.
Yeah, we'll get more details on that when we get to the end of the tournament. But the Knowledge Championship is also on the line in the 9th annual traditional Winner Stays On Gauntlet. Ted P. De Niro has his first challenger as called out on After Max last week. It is Cypher himself stepping up first. The winner will undefend against the man who tied with Teddy at Summer's End and is due a rematch, Moses Marquez. And the third challenger is yet to be decided.
Love me some trivia. Once again, it comes your way November 27th on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/promo series for more information and all the links.
Yes. So currently we're looking at 6 matches for promo series. If you include, if you count the Knowledge title as 3 matches.
What we call at least.
Before we get there, we have 2 lists to go through. One is nice, one is not so nice, but we always check them twice. It's time for the bell end board.
You guys deserve these points.
A bellend? You're a bellend, mate. Look, bellend 1, bellend 2, big veiny bellend over here.
Boy, man.
So wait. All right.
So many points to give.
Does anybody want to go first on the bell end board? Because I'm going to find the one that I forgot about for Shit Mark Say.
Yeah. I'll start. It's got to go right to Mercedes Mone. Has to go right to her. How you? I mean, granted, I hope and prayed to the Lord above that there is such a thing as satire in this woman's vocabulary, but she got busted saying that she's better than Bret Hart. Now, I'm not the world's biggest Bret Hart fan. You know what I mean? And I definitely don't hate him as much as Bill Goldberg, but fucking Bret Hart was one of the greatest wrestlers of our generation and a little bit of the past generation as well. So you had a good run in NXT, an all right run in the WWE main. You showed up and shocked the world in Japan. Cool. You did all right. You're doing all right, pause, in AEW, but you're garnering a lot of negative attention. I don't ever remember Bret Hart going down that road of garnering negative attention, let alone dragging his fucking talentless ass everywhere that'll accept him. No, instead he was a mainstay where he was, and then when he left because he got screwed, he got hurt. But he was on top of WCW the second he got there too. It took you a fucking hot minute to get on top of AEW, and you still aren't on top of AEW. So you're not Bret Hart. You're not even close to Bret Hart. You're not even Owen Hart. God rest his soul.
How many points? 30 points for Mercedes. 30. And that's being generous.
Yeesh. Take the number of belts you have and divide it by 4. So it's 3. Add a 0. Doing math.
Flux, you got anybody?
Yes, I definitely do. So, doing the recent events, because I brought this the most attention. 365 days without getting paid is absolutely bullshittery. And, there was no nice way to round it up, to split it even down the middle. But TKO and WWE are getting points on the board for just all out just being dickheads towards Andrade.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I set this up, I'm going to have to do this. TKO gets a whopping 183, and the E gets 182, making it a nice 365. Because you deserve that.
We're doing math today, baby. We're doing math today. Bunch of knobheads.
Absolutely. That perfect. All right, so I got to give points to Sarah Stock, who used to work for AEW, was also formerly known as Rosita in TNA. She did not like the I Quit match between Darby and Mox and was just going off on a tangent on X about how it's like a murder broadcast on TV or attempted murder and how it's unsafe for kids and everything. And then there was one particular tweet that I responded to where she was like, "Oh no, I always enjoy seeing attempted murder on wrestling without a disclaimer." And I just popped up the TV-14 thing and it's like, there's your disclaimer. Literally says it's not for kids. It includes violence.
Violence. Yes, there was attempted murder. The crowd thought so too. They chanted, "This is murder." And then they chanted, "This is water." So that was another cool one.
But it's not like extreme violence is new to AEW. No. They are well known for going above and beyond and almost to death match that. Well, they've had death matches aplenty. So like, you should know that it's gonna be violent, especially when you've got Darby Allin and Jon Moxley.
So she's mad about the drowning, but she's not mad about him like wrenching his ear off with a screwdriver.
It's like watching Tom and Jerry and getting pissed off that a cat's chasing a mouse.
Yeah, for real.
What did you expect?
You expect them to have a spot of tea? No.
So unfortunately, I did like you in TNA. So unfortunately, I got to give Sarah Stock. I won't be too mad. 30 points.
30 points.
Like, chill out. You should know.
Chill out.
You should know what to expect. 1 from AEW and 2 from an I Quit match between 2 deathmatch wrestlers.
Right.
Bango.
Somebody else said something stupid last week. This week, I know who it was, but I can't remember quite what he said.
I want to give Stevie Richards points.
Oh, what did Stevie say? I like Stevie.
So Stevie went on and said that was it Takeshita? Yeah, Takeshita has no one to learn from in AEW. That there is no one to learn from in all of AEW from all of these guys, and it's like you're forgetting about who's in the back: Bryan Danielson, Dean Malenko. It was Jerry Lynn. I almost called him Jamie Lynn. Jerry Lynn. You know, there's a plethora of talent from years past that are in that locker room that are more than capable of helping all these guys, including some of the current talent, guys like John, guys like Kenny Omega, hell, guys like fucking Okada, and maybe even a little bit of Takeshi at this point, because, I mean, he seems to be a fucking seasoned vet on top of everybody else. You have plenty of guys to learn from. To be telling that shit because, like, oh, because WWE has NXT and shit and blah, 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 they got people to learn from. If that's the case, then WCW should be praised for back in the day when they had the power plant. Oh, they brought in developmental talent before it was a fucking thing. Shut the hell up. Like, just there's some times, dude, where I agree with Stevie Richards, and there's times like this where it's like you're talking out of the side of your face for attention, and this is one of those instances. So, for that alone, I'm only going to give him 15. We're not going to get too crazy, just 15. But, like, come on, bro. You don't have to learn from coaches to learn from guys. Wrestling is a consistently adaptable sport. You're always learning. There's always someone to learn from. The vets, the rookies, the sideline guys, you name it.
Yeah. Joke time. Unless you're Hangman, he doesn't like the vets, but that's a joke.
Yep. That's why I say joke time.
Anybody else while I'm still trying to find the one I was trying to find?
Right.
Yeah. Guy on TikTok I sent you. I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah.
His name we will not mention here, but he's actually praising the idea of Mercedes making it to 20 belts.
Why, dude?
So, yeah, he was absolutely good. So the guy I sent off TikTok, because I'm, like I said, for reasons I'm not gonna say his name, but he had a video. It's like, yeah, Mercedes got 12 belts. She's gonna go on to win 20 belts. She's the greatest wrestler of all time, of our generation. This, that, and the third. And I was like, you know what? It's people like you that just make wrestling not fun anymore. You know, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. So for that I'm gonna just say the guy on TikTok, he gets a nice, 20 points for being a dick.
20 points. Should we give Hulk Hogan points?
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. So apparently Hulk Hogan attempted to recruit Kurt Angle into his was a Real American Freestyle promotion.
Ooh.
And he's like, no, I can't do that. Nope, no thanks. Passed on. I passed on it right away. Awesome.
Bischoff's still running that promotion, or trying to, right?
Trying to, yeah. We'll leave Hogan alone. Just figured I'd bring it up. So what was it? Did you find the thing you were looking for?
I know it was Matt Riddle, but I can't remember the stupid shit that he
Matt
said.
Riddle.
Again.
Fucking crap. Hold on. Now I gotta look it up too.
I can't remember if somebody posted it in Max or if I saw it on a public thread. But it was one of those clickbait shits where it was like ex WWE star, blah blah blah, and it was Matt Riddle. I mean, he needs to shut up anyway. So we're gonna give 20 points to Matt Riddle.
Yep. Just shut the hell up.
All right then, if that's it, because it wasn't such a bad week. Actually, I'm going to slap another 10 points on Mercedes Moné because she botched almost every line of that promo last night.
Every single one of them. But yet she's the greatest thing since toasted bread.
So we'll give her another 10 points, and she's now on a nice round 300.
Jiminy Christmas.
All right, then.
Can't tell our opinion. I don't know what else to tell you.
But she's still not really close to the top of being Bell End of the Year, because above her there's BT, because they screwed us over 1 week. There's Donald Trump. Yep. There's Elon Musk. There's the IWC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, oh, God, yeah, I'm looking. Holy crap. No, she's nowhere near the top.
Raja Jackson got 500 in one sitting.
Oh, yeah.
TK's on 491. There's somebody else that we won't mention by name way above her, but
way above.
I mean, if it keeps going like this, she might get there by the end of the year. But anyway, let's take a look at the other board. It is time for the Bruv board. Bruv.
Bruv.
Bruv, bruv, brother, bruv, 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 brother.
Man, it's going to piss me off what the Matt Riddle thing was now. 3, 2, 1. I'll kick it off instantly with... Hold on, let me do some math.
There we go. Tell him, do math.
345 points to Andrade. So that plus the 20 he's already got puts him on 365.
There we go. Now, again, we're doing math today, baby. Yeah, sorry you're going through it, bruv. It's no bueno. Hopefully you can lawyer up and get this shit broke and at least get back to work and make a fucking living would be great. I'm going to give 30 points to Chris Statlander for her just dominant run as of late. I said it on the TSK review that she is an underrated star and she will be a quality AEW Women's Champion, and so far she has proven me 100% correct. And then because of his individual badassery in this match from Saturday in this tag match, I want to give 21, because 21 gun suplex, 21 points to Bandito for hitting a one-armed 21 plex on Okada. That was fucking sick. And then 25 for Brody King for hoisting 3 men into a fucking scariest German I've ever seen. 2 of them almost died, but it was awesome.
Yeah, Bandito looked really, really good this week.
Yeah, he's been fucking killing it. Fucking killing it.
Real quick before we go to Flex, I'll give 20 points to Harley Cameron for being a treasure. And
absolute 25.
The best Muppet handler since Jim Henson.
Ayo.
25
and
points.
Dunn.
And Jeff
Dunn. Handle my puppet.
I love Jeff Dunn.
All right, who else we got?
All right, so my list this week, there's like some names going on there. So I'm going to start with the NXT, basically. I'm going to give 10 points each to the tag team of La Iguana. So that's 10 points to La Parca and 10 points to Mr. Iguana for NXT from AAA. And they are challenging Leon Slater and Javon Evans to a tag match at Halloween Havoc. It was a very cool moment seeing La Parca and Mr. Iguana. And you know what? I like the tag team name La Iguana. Just roll back so beautiful. So 10 points each to them. Let's see. Definitely giving some points to the Hardys. I'm giving them a nice 50 points for bringing back the Broken gimmick and Brother Nero. So Broken Hardy is back, and Brother Nero, they did a segment. It was AI generated, of course, but we won't go there. But
Bobby B loved it.
We loved it. So they entered the Lake of Reincarnation. I think they had a little Bray tribute in there too, as well. I think I spotted that too. It was a little one, but if you blinked, you missed it. So nice little 50 points to the Hardy Boys for that. Bringing back some nostalgia. And there was somebody else. Oh, yeah. So in recent news, Becky went on Instagram explaining her actions at why she did what she did to Maxine Dupree, saying Maxine punched her in the jaw. Yeah. And she's like, nah, I'm done. But Maxine didn't let it go, and that's what caused her to go off. And she blamed Jessica Carr for not calling the match. Well, little lo to behold, Miss Jessica Carr fired back at Becky Lynch. And also, if you don't know, she's in Evolve Wrestling right now. So she's doing 2-1. So a nice little 20 points to Miss Jessica Carr. Because I'm predicting, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm predicting if Jessica gets her wrestling stripes back and she comes full-time wrestler instead of like part-time referee, part-time wrestler, she can take the belt off Becky, or we might save that for AJ Lee. Don't know what the storyline is, but yeah, I'm like, nice little 20 points for Jessica Carr.
Like that.
Yeah.
Referee or wrestler.
With a mention of Maxine Dupree too, I think she needs some points because another solid performance. She was great last time against Becky. She was great. I don't know if we've just been sleeping on Maxine or if Becky's just making her look really, really good. But that's 2 solid matches on the bounce with Becky Lynch.
You know what? I haven't thought about it like that because I'm still living in horror of the fucking Lyra shit. Maybe you're right. maybe it is Becky that's helping her look good. Either way, good on Maxine.
I did listen to Cody's podcast with Becky Lynch on, and she said on that her favorite thing to do right now in wrestling is to make other people look good.
Yes.
And that's where her focus is at this stage of her career. So, I mean, if it is her really helping out Maxine, then props to both. But Maxine looked great, so I'm giving her another 20 points, and hopefully it's the start of a big push for her because she's got something.
Yeah, she's another one on the rise for sure. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Making stars again. It's crazy.
Who else we got? Because this bruv list is still like twice as long as the Bell End list. Technically, AJ Lee became tag team champions. Not the AJ Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. 10 points apiece to them.
Not like that. You saw AJ Lee. Threw me for a loop. Wait a minute. What happened? Who's she tag with? What's going on?
That segment with both Styles and like Dragon Lee was funny. He's like, "How about the Phenomenal Dragons? No, AJ Lee." And AJ's like, "No, I don't like that name. Plus, somebody already got that."
It was a nice surprise. I don't think any of us really expected a tag title change, but they have been on the Judgment Day for fucking ever, so it was way overdue. Somebody else gets a run.
Even if it's a hodgepodge team,
and
gotta love it.
Is that AJ's first tag title win in WWE? Or did he win it with somebody else?
That's a trivia question. That's a good one.
Because I got it. The Good Brothers had him.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't know if he did though. I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, no, 2. One with Omos.
Oh man, I forgot about that team.
AJ and Omos.
The Phenomenal Giant.
Where the hell is Omos?
I fucking basketball tryouts. I don't know.
Look, Omos is preparing for the hell of a return. Like they're working on him. He's doing other promotions, showing up wrestling. But you're gonna see Omos very soon coming next year, and he's gonna be their monster. They're pushing him to become the next monster because he's like what 7'1", 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2", somewhere
like 7'1", 7'2", yeah.
Big dude. Well, I'm glad that they're taking time to work on him.
As they should.
All right, then I'll finish mine off with 2 more. One, Rhea Ripley, obviously weekly points, but also extra points for the broken nose. We'll give it 20, put her on 360.
Nice.
And Paul Heyman, I'm going to give 20 points because his acting is underrated. He came off last week in complete shock and then just like defiance that, well, fuck, I've got to commit to this decision now when Seth got turned on. And then this week he was just like full on brushing it off like it was all part of the plan. And he came across exactly how Becky Lynch described him. You penguin-faced prick.
You penguin-faced prick.
20 points to the great Paul Heyman.
He's the man.
Any last-minute additions?
I want to see Paul Heyman in at least one movie. Just one movie.
Right? Yeah, get this guy a movie role. Just one good time. One good time.
I noticed actually we got 3 wrestlers in the new Street Fighter movie. There's Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and I didn't know Hiroki Goto is also in it.
Yeah, Hiroki Goto's in there. Fuck yeah. He's in there as E Honda, which makes no sense.
Yeah, because E Honda's supposed to be I know Goto's not a small dude, but E Honda's supposed to be massive.
Massive. He's a sumo wrestler. For fuck's sake. But whatever. No, I'm over here thinking about bruv points. I forgot to put some Bell End points for TK.
Oh boy.
Oh well. We'll do it real fast. This is all I got after that. I just want to give him another 15, or give him an additional 15 points from his already massive total for looking at the goddamn camera like every time he's got to say something. He's like, well, guys, I can always give you a money match or whatever. And like, stop looking at the camera. Stop it. Like, fuck. You're not on a podcast. You're trying to fucking have a conversation, and you're not supposed to know that the camera's there. Have you never watched television before? Like, fuck.
Yeah, rule number 1, never look at the camera unless it's a monologue.
Yeah. It's like directly in the fucking, like, oh my God, his fucking bugged out eyes and shit. And then, why'd you have like 9 dudes in your dressing room? What the fuck's going on in there?
White Claw party.
White Claw and lines, baby.
Yeah.
Just wait till Matt Riddle gets an invite.
Oh, shit. It's over. It's over. We're not fucking porn stars on fucking AEW television before you know it.
All right, those are the points. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all. Before we close this up, let's find out what's in store for the TSK with Click Talk.
Okay, so there's a lot actually coming from the TSK. The 2 episodes that should have been dropped, the All Out and the WrestlePalooza late as all fuck. They will still be dropping. Don't trip. They're still coming there. Thanks to Mike, by the way, Mike Larkin, for a few reasons. Number 1, he is ensuring that the TSK All MF and Day, by the way, you can check it out on YouTube, is having like weekly episode drops, and a lot of them are audio form. So go enjoy them while you can. And some of the other newer episodes will be dropping alongside of them. Speaking of that, a massive thank you for joining the TSK as we did our WrestleDream review. It was a great one. He went on a rant. DC went on a rant. I went on a rant. Rob shook his camera. And TK. It's a great episode. You got to check it out. It was a bag of fun. Speaking of bag of fun, bag of dicks, Danny Garcia. I had to get it off my chest because that was hilarious. I will never unforget that. Never. Mike is a hoot when you get him on a roll. And speaking of getting him on a roll, he's got us thinking about covering NXT's Halloween Havoc. So there's a possibility that TSK is going to cover NXT Halloween Havoc, which is actually, I kind of really want to. If I'm going to be that guy, I'm kind of putting it out in the ether right now because I've been sleeping on NXT. And it's time to get back on it. And then especially if we're going to get something like Mr. Iguana and La Parca against Javon Evans and Leon Slater, I'm already in tune. I'm already ready for it. So possibly coming out with that, more than likely. We recorded 1 episode of the final return of the Max Football podcast. However, that 1 episode is going to be turned into clips for our actual first episode, which is going to be a reaction from last weekend's results. I've already got input from his team after getting a massive 2-0 win against the Philadelphia Union, beating them, the team that won the Supporter Shield, most points in the MLS, finishing the season. San Diego FC got a massive win, 4-0 against Portland, and it looks like after last night's results, we will play Portland in a best-out-of-3 series, and that should look promising. You'll hear my rant about Spurs, and you'll definitely hear a rant from Beer and United, because good God, they're going to come hot in each and every weekend. So look out for those. Those ones are going to be timed a little funky. We're going to try to get like a preview out and then a reactions. And if not, we're definitely going to get reactions at the absolute minimum. Speaking of all that, I'm working all kinds of stuff. Massive shout out to Beer, not only for doing the Max Footy Pod, but for all the stuff he's got coming up on. I'm working on an intro and outro for him. The music thing is not as easy as I thought it was, but I got a few ideas. I've already worked on a couple cool things. And maybe, just maybe, the Retro Life gets a little bit of a cool logo. I know he's been dying for one. He's ready for so much to do, and unfortunately, we're missing him today. But the retro action coming from him, Unplug his show for him, is coming. The Retro Rewatch, I like it. You should love it as well. But the only way to stay in tune with all this fun stuff is following us on all of our fun socials. I'm saying all so many times, I'm just going to lose all of its meaning. Check us out on the evil Twitter machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Pod Net, Max Football Pod. Check out the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.wwe.com. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button, all starting right here on the YouTubes. Head on over to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, all the other platforms that you can find us on, and be a part of the family. Remember, Facebook is where we have Aftermax. It's where you can get in some votes for the promo climax, and it is where you can get into the action, predictions, championships, EVP, and a possibility of joining in one of these promos or knowledge, trivia, nonsensory. If you want to be a part of the game, you got to be a part of Facebook.
Yeah, I'll put the QR code on the screen again right now. Head to the Max Wrestling Facebook group and check out After Max after this show. Speaking of doing intros, Mo's doing one for beer. I'm in the process of doing one for DC2 for his new show, The Pundit.
Hell yeah.
Because we like to support each other, so keep an eye out for them.
Yeah.
And I'm also I'm going to try and get on the next episode of 5 Films to Die For DC, called Next. So we'll have a new episode of that soon, hopefully. And I'll try and work on some other stuff. But in the meantime, we will see you next week for more Promo Climax action on Halloween week. It's October 30th next week. Before they clash for the Knowledge title, it is Cypher versus Teddy P in Block A. And in the Butcher Block, it's Moses Marquez taking on fellow TSK brethren Robert Davis. I cannot wait for both of these matches. Halloween can't come quick enough. Goodbye.
Tell me.
Mwah. And good night. Bang!
It's time to double check the facts.
Trick or treat, everybody.